Travel Shots with Nishant Krishna. I am in the town of Kodaikanal covering a travelogue for you. Today I am going to show you a lot of scenic places in and around Kodaikanal which normally people do not explore. The first place that I am exploring today is Chettiar Park. It is quite a significant spot in Kodaikanal. So this park is managed by the Kodaikanal municipality. The speciality about this particular park, if you see, is that there is a blooming of kurunji flowers, which is quite uncommon. It comes once in 12 years. The last time it came was sometime in 2018, and I think the next time that's going to come out, it's only in 2030. So let's explore this park for you.
Covered with lush greenery and exquisite scenic views all around, this place is worth spending your time with your loved ones. A wide variety of beautiful flowering flowers too can be spotted in the garden, with the main attraction being the kurunji flowers which bloom once every 12 years. The park also has been a prominent place where many commercial films have been shot, which explains the beauty of the site. This small scenic area boasts of natural beauty and a peaceful environment which leaves a strong message to all nature lovers out there.
So the biggest benefit about coming to such a place is the calmness and the serenity that these kind of places bring in. It's just a search of an inner soul.
Though the area is not large, but it attracts. It is peaceful to walk around the park with beautiful greenery and flowers. This park will be loved by photographers. The pathways are well maintained and it is a pleasure spending time at the park. We left Chettiar Park with a feeling of calmness and mindfulness. Next stop was the famous Salit Mata Church. Well, an information that I wanted to share with you. All tourist spots in Kodaikanal are open from October 1st. So you can explore the hills at ease, but with all safety controls. And here we were at the iconic Salit Mata Church. The Mother Salit Church is one of the oldest churches, about 133 years old. The church beautifully exhibits the excellent Tamil French architecture. The interior of the shrine is worth looking at since it is adorned with graceful statues of Our Lady of La Salit above the altar, along with the statue of Saint Joseph. Every year on 14th and 15th August, a grand celebration takes place in the church. A 9-day festival is celebrated in the church every year, which attracts worshippers from South India irrespective of their creed, caste or religion. The primary purpose of this festival is to carry out extraordinary service and a special procession. What intrigued me most was the excellent maintenance and the scenic beauty of the church. So if you are planning a trip to Kodaikanal, add the La Salit Church to that list already. Our next destination was the top view of the Kodaikanal lake. Just hold on, I have a surprise for you over there. Before we go there, I wanted to show you the route to the top view. It looked as though we were going through some thick forest. Overtly beautiful, isn't it? Now let me tell you about the astonishing fact of the Kodai Lake. The Kodai Lake is a man-made lake and is star-shaped. The speciality of the top view is that exactly at this point, the lake takes up the shape of India's map. I'll show you as I zoom in. At this point, can you locate the southern part of India and the eastern side on the far end? Looks magically aligned, isn't it? Let me tell you, I was truly mesmerized by this beauty. Now as we were moving to the next destination, I wanted to capture the scenic beauty across the road. Something I cannot express through words. Let me leave with some glimpses for you to appreciate it. On the way, we found a mini pine forest. Tall trees been there over a century. It really looked like some fairyland. This was the place where we took a lot of pictures, an excellent photo location. We could capture the Parni Hills by zooming in, but you might not be able to see it so clearly. But a place that was truly mesmerizing.
Next destination is the Mahalakshmi Temple in Kodaikanal. This is on the way to Manavanar, just about 10-14 kilometers away from Kodaikanal. So we'll just stop here for some time. I'll just show you the scenic beauty around this temple.
The Mahalakshmi temple in Kodaikanal is devoted to Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth in Hinduism. It is actually a small and a serene temple on the way to Pumbarai village. For the small size of the temple, it is remarkable how well maintained and clean it is. Tourists and devotees like to visit it because it just takes a few minutes to pray and meditate here, and the view is absolutely breathtaking.
So guys, the reason why I am showing up all these places in my vlog is because most of the time tourists tend to miss such spots, and I don't want you to miss these small, quite unpopular places when you come to Kodai. And that's the reason why I'm making it a point to show you all places as I explore this particular destination. Right? I hope you're enjoying this. I mean, you are able to appreciate the beauty and the serenity that these places have got. And I don't really know why some of the tourists actually miss such extraordinary spots. And I don't want you to do that. So hold on, there are a lot more places coming up.
And here is a view worth a lifetime. The view of the Pumbarai village in Kodai. I have no words to express this. If you are planning a trip to Pumbarai, I strongly recommend stopping for a few moments before you descend into the valley. Take in the captivating view of the village before getting there.
So next in store again is another iconic, divine and a beautiful temple called the Murugan Temple in Pumbarai, and we are here to explore right now.
The history of the temple is traced back to about 3000 years ago. The original temple is believed to have been built by a king of the ancient Chera dynasty that ruled over the region of Tamil Nadu. The Pumbarai Murugan temple is also known as the Pumbarai Kudandai Velappar temple. This refers to the infant Muruga holding his traditional weapon, the spear, who is the presiding deity of the temple. The male temple, with a couple of smaller temples, stands in the center of a sprawling complex.
So if you observe, all these tourist spots nowadays have got strict controls. You will have to wear a mask before you enter these shrines. So a lot of controls are put in, and probably this is the new normal.
Pumbarai is otherwise called as the garlic village of Kodaikanal. Its famous GI tag garlic is something that you should buy. Kodaikanal's much acclaimed hill garlic or Malai Poondu has unique flavor, taste, and enhanced medicinal value over other garlic varieties. It was given a geographic indication GI tag recently. So what does GI tag mean? A GI tag indicates that the product originates from a definite territory in India and has unique characteristics or quality. The locals say that the garlic will not get spoiled for over a year. It costs you about 300 per kilogram, but you should bargain a lot. You should buy it for its unique taste and medicinal value.
With this, I conclude this edition of Trav Shots. I hope you like this. Please do support my channel by liking this video and also sharing this with your friends and relatives. If you still haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and also hit the bell icon to be notified on the next video. I have a lot more interesting videos coming up. In case you have any honest feedback about my videos, please do post it in the comments section. Till the next one, signing off, Nishant.